Litchfield Recreation Commission, tonight, October 28th. We'll start with a call to order. Got Member Judy Brennan,
Present.
Vice Chair Peter Ames,
Present.
Selectman's Rep, Mr. Bob Leary,
Yep.
and I'm Chris Burns, the head chair. Absent with notification is Steve Weber, Jeff Town, Andy Ruggles, Justin Brunel. Did I miss anybody?
That's it.
That's it, okay. He will now ask everybody to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes. Thank you very much. And we'll move on to the approval of the minutes from our last meeting, which was October 14th. Did everybody see those minutes? Have a chance to review them?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion.
Second.
And a second. Any edits, comments, changes, concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Okay, the minutes will pass 2-0-0. Now we will open up the floor for public input.
He's got a check, be nice.
What's that?
I said you have a check, be nice.
Good evening, I'm Brian Burke, 1 Westview Drive, and I'm here representing, or speaking anyway, on some of the issues for LYSL. I'd like to start off by apologizing for not being at the last meeting. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I was at a soccer game, and unfortunately, several other members who probably could have made some decisions were at the same soccer game. But I appreciate the flexibility the board showed, and Justin trying to reach out to me. Unfortunately, I didn't get his messages till late. But the time frame and the location that was granted us works out perfect, so I appreciate it. And I'll assure you that I'll be at the next meeting, as I've been to every other meeting when it came to like field alignment. So, just unfortunately that occurred. So I do have a check, Bob, and I'll have another check afterwards. But with this check, I just want to get some clarification, because a few meetings back I had come and we were discussing the fields and the condition of the field. And I said that LYSL was potentially would like pay for some repairs. And I asked if an invoice could be provided to let us know. Instead, what I received was an invoice for payment. And in between that meeting, when we had that special meeting for Dara, right, Ryan Lane was there and stated that the problem at the field was lack of rain.
Ryan was not at that meeting.
He wasn't there, you know. That was his summarization afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Andy Ruggles that made those comments.
Okay, I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought he was going to remember being there, but, but I mean, that's what he stated, that it was just from lack of rain. And next thing you know, we get an invoice for chemicals were applied for whatever the situation was, which is fine. I just think there was like a little bit of breakdown, because what I was looking for the league was just let us know what needs to be done, and then we can have it taken care of. I mean, you know, just, I think a breakdown in communication somewhere. But regardless, we had a meeting last week for the league, and we had a discussion, and I do have a check for $1,750, which will take care of those invoices.
Thank you.
Along with that, because I'd come to a meeting several meetings back, and this was a while ago, when we were talking about the platforms for the porta potties. Then I realized, I come to find out, there were a few issues as far as being level to the ground for ADA. So he decided just to go with the post. And my understanding, the breakdown for each of them, because Kevin gave me the breakdown, and I saw it from Kim earlier, it's $91.64 per, and for Sawmill and Innes, we'd need 5. So the total is $458.20, which, now that I have the total, I'll have another check for that. Because my understanding is, like, you guys were gonna say you were gonna pay for them, but I know we already had a discussion that LYSL was going to pay for the pads at Sawmill and Innes.
Okay,
So I'll have that.
thank you.
The other thing I'm getting quotes on right now, is recycling receptacles for sawmill, but it probably won't be till the spring. And it's pretty costly. I'm not sure if you ever like priced out those things.
They're heavy.
Yeah. So right now I'm looking at a price of like 600 or so. But once I have it exact, we'll be putting 2 down at sawmill. And then we'll take care of that.
So did you say recycling or
Yeah, for
just?
recycling the
okay.
bins. They both got like destroyed. I replaced
Yeah.
one of them a couple years ago with the one from Home Depot, but it weighs about 5 pounds. Every time I go down, it's like laying on the ground.
Yeah,
So, you get what you pay for.
yep.
So, so the last thing I had, that I know you discussed at your last meeting, and I just want to clarify and give a little background to it. Because I think, Bob, you brought it up, you had like sent me a text as far as the chain of command, how things go.
Yep.
Fully understand, I'm always going to chain of command. So just a little backstory where that thing came from. It was prior to a budget meeting, and I was talking to Kim Kleiner, Kevin Brown, and Mr. Brunel was here also, asking Kevin about one of the things to get done that the rec had already committed to. And Kevin missed the email. John Brunel mentioned to him, and all Kevin asked me, send me a text as a reminder or an email. And I copied the rec, just so you know that I spoke to him. And that's all it was. I fully understand the chain of command, how the process works.
It's not, it wasn't just directed at you, it's been directed at some other people that
Yeah.
have been doing similar.
I know that, like, you
Yeah.
said to me, like, what to
Yep.
do, and
Yep,
I did.
yep, and we appreciate that.
I just want to let you know that.
Yep, thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
think we need to make a
Yep.
motion to accept the donation.
Yes, we do. Yep, I'll make a motion to accept the check in the amount of
1750.
1750, 1,000,
That would need to go into,
Yeah.
Revolving
In the
fund
revolving
with
fund.
specified what it's for, so it can't be used for anything else.
Correct.
So that is.
Right, because
for-
Justin had already,
right.
like, forwarded me the invoices.
So,
so
yeah.
it's into
just
the
have to-
revolving fund with the
Well, it's
the
made out to
intended
town.
purpose.
paying.
Yeah,
It's made out to the town.
The town of Litchfield, yep.
Yes.
It'll end up in the rec revolving fund, yep.
so it'll go into the rec to be, accepted into the rec revolving fund
The
to,
Natticook invoice.
for, what is it?
The Natticook invoice.
Natticook invoice for
Yeah.
field maintenance.
Well, it's specific, so I'm not
Yep.
sure
Yep.
what the invoice number is or anything else.
So I have a motion.
Yep.
Second. Have a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, passes 400. Thank you, Brian.
And so as far as those sonic tubes, and Kevin, he said he probably won't do them till spring at this point.
Yep.
Which makes
Getting
sense, there's no
close.
need.
Yeah, they're getting removed soon
Right,
anyway.
the porta potty's coming out in a couple weeks.
Yep.
So, like I said, once, springtime comes, or even before that, I'll give a check for that,
Okay,
and then I'll be all set.
perfect. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you. Like I said, I appreciate the flexibility you guys had with no one being here, but it all worked out. Thank you.
Without any other members of the public here, we'll close public input, and we'll move on to facility and field requests, of which we have none on the agenda. But I am going to add one under the additions to the agenda that came to my attention. I didn't realize it wasn't to the, excuse me, to the full commission, so I never forwarded it on to Justin. So I will add that in after new business. So moving on to new business, we've got the Litchfield Lacrosse Association electrical request.
Oh, can I add something to the
Oh,
agenda?
sure, sorry, yes.
I just want to add, Community of the Year application, just talk about that quickly.
Yeah.
And then, when I was looking at the calendar, our calendar, Christmas in Litchfield isn't on the calendar for December 13th, and I know we approved it quite a while ago. Or it doesn't say Christmas in Litchfield, because I was
Is there
looking up the
conflicts?
date. I thought it said pickleball.
Okay, yeah, just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
so-
wanted to make sure that we're aware of that date. December 13th, yeah, it's 4 to 7, but they usually start around noon with Talent Hall and the property.
All right, and the other one you said was the,
Oh, to add, Community of the Year application
Okay.
under new business, I guess.
Because we have the nominations under old business. It's item H in the old business.
All right, let me flip back. Oh, I didn't see it there. Okay. That's under old business?
Yeah,
Or
but
maybe
you did
because I missed the meeting.
applications and this is nominations, but I think we could wrap it into one.
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, Community of the Year Award nominations, is that a town thing?
We've mentioned it at our board before, but
Okay,
it's a rec thing if it's on this agenda.
The other thing was not specified to just Litchfield. It's nominating the town.
Yeah, there's a statewide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it a different thing than what's on our agenda for old business?
I don't think so. I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, I would imagine it's the same thing.
Okay. All right.
Any other additions? All right, so we'll move on to new business. We have the Lacrosse Association, electrical request. Not sure what that's about.
No idea.
Probably something Justin added.
Justin must have,
I did not see
taken
that
care of that.
request.
We'll table it.
I didn't see it either. Yeah.
We'll table that for next meeting. The Talent Hall door lock is the next on the list. I know we got an email or a notice from Pickleball, I believe it was, saying that the front door at Talent Hall seems to be getting jammed and not latching properly. I haven't had a chance to get down there and look at it. I know the last time this was happening, I did adjust the lock and got it working. That was more than a few years ago, so it's probably due for a little TLC.
Some of the assigned codes also don't work, like mine doesn't work. I have to use Steve's to get in.
That might be a losing battle because I know that was programmed through somebody's laptop who I don't believe
Oh.
is here anymore. I don't know
Okay.
where that is. Those codes, I think if you have one that works, keep it.
Keep using
Don't lose it.
I have we do have it in Google Docs, all the
Do
assigned
we? Okay.
ones,
So
but
I
they
can-
go back. They go way back.
So I can swing down there at some point, take a look at the door and see what it might need for adjustments. Next, we have a work order request from League Process.
So I think that
Not sure what that is.
has more to do with if one of the leagues thinks something needs to be fixed. Like, they shouldn't just call
Oh.
Kevin Brown or
Yep.
Town Hall. If it's rec property, reach out to rec.
Is that what Brian was talking
Yep.
about?
Just know. Yeah, and the other thing is too, like we have those QR codes at all the parks that people can just scan on their phone.
Yep.
And you can check maintenance needed or whatever it is, safety issue and which park it is, and then it comes directly to us in the email, and we go from there, whether it's something we can address or something the town needs to address.
Yep.
And it's on, I mean, we have it at all the parks, but it's also on the website also.
Yeah. Okay, so we should probably reach out to the leagues and make them aware of that too if they.
Oh, yeah. So I wonder if that's something Justin was talking with them about, because, I don't know, I'm just assuming that's what the situation is.
Yeah. Okay. So we can communicate that to the leagues. I think that's probably the easiest method. We all get those emails when they come through.
Yeah, and then, like, I printed out some stuff too, you can create spreadsheets, Excel or whatever, by park, as a whole group, by conservation, by rec. It helps us keep track of too, the things that we had to maintain
Okay.
over time.
All right. League contributions review. I know this was something Justin was looking at, and I had started a while back, but kind of fell off the table. I think I have everybody's except for baseballs. I know Andy was working on that. So I can compile that for the budget review meeting. Just need to get that from baseball. Then the CIP, we need some, I don't know if we have any updates for that. I think that was
I didn't see any.
pretty, yeah, I think everything stayed the same.
It's all in, but I don't think there's any update at this point.
So, moving back to the additions to the agenda, as I mentioned, there was one application that came in. Let's pull that up. So this is a request from Bill Marin,
Yep.
16 Windsor Drive. He is looking to use Talent Hall on December 6th from 12 PM to 4 PM. Purpose being for a fundraising event for his wife who is running the Boston Marathon. They expect about 100 participants, most of which being from Litchfield. They're looking to have a bake sale and coffee and some other crafts, I believe. No alcohol will be served, no fire. No public address, no system, and the fundraising will go directly to her cost for the race.
So how, that's not considered personal
It's not considered personal.
because it's a fundraiser?
Yeah.
And how's the insurance covered on that?
So they do not have a COI, which I wouldn't expect somebody like that to have their own COI for something like that. So I think what we've done in the past is we've sponsored the event as the rec committee, and it's been held under our insurance.
Does
Is
the
that what-
charity organization provide insurance potentially, like a Dana-Farber or like?
Oh, yeah, who's she
Possibly.
fundraising for?
Children's Hospital?
Yeah, because for a,
This is Boston Marathon, Miles for Miracles goes directly to Boston Children's Hospital, yeah.
Okay, so they may have,
they might, I mean, those charity runners are like, it's a big commitment, and I
Yeah.
think the organization might help out on that.
Okay.
So it's worth an ask, but alternatively, yes, I agree that we can
Okay.
sponsor that as a recognition covered event.
Do you have a prospective date for them?
This is on the
Open?
6th, December 6th.
December 6th?
what is the,
December 6th, I believe that's a pickleball day.
Okay.
It's booked in there, and as we know, pickleball is generally pretty flexible,
and,
especially when it comes to these little one-off events.
is there any basketball scheduled?
There was not,
Not-
I think that's a Saturday, the 6th, I believe, so I don't think basketball is in there.
Mhm.
At least they weren't in the calendar. Yeah, that's a Saturday.
Basketball doesn't play on Saturday?
Thought they did, but they're not in there for,
Okay,
I can double check.
Will they have been started by then? Have they started
yeah, I
basketball
think they
yet?
start around Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't show anybody in Talent Hall on the 6th, but there's nothing in there for the week of the 1st, so
Mhm.
maybe it just hasn't been entered. Sure. Oh, it just populated. So, yes, I'm sorry, LRBL, Talent Hall, 7:45 to 3 PM. So that would be a conflict. Then the LPA is in there from 3 to 9. Yeah, so So that would be the conflict we'd have to confirm with them.
Table it till the next meeting, so give us
Yeah,
a
we
chance
can-
to speak with both parties.
We can do that. Okay. Back to the agenda, moving on to the Christmas in Litchfield application. You said that's not in the calendar?
Oh,
Judy?
yeah, I didn't see it on the calendar when I looked.
What
They
was the
did
date?
the application quite a while ago.
What's the
They
date
did it
for
with
it?
the fall, December 13th. The actual event is 4 to 7, but they're usually in there on Friday. And then, I don't know what the actual application, I can't remember, like, what time they started on
Yeah.
Saturday, because all the craft artisans come in.
Mhm.
So that will need to, be put in there, because we approved that at the same time we approved their fall one they put in for their dates. And hopefully we get enough volunteers.
Mhm. Just looking back for the original application. I know it was accepted, yeah, like you said, in the fall.
Yeah,
Before
they
we,
need to do it well in advance in order to line up their food trucks and vendors.
we'll have to get that added in, and we'll have to inform basketball
Mhm.
and the LPA that they were already approved. Okay. All right, moving on to old business, site inspection update.
So Justin was at that. I was supposed to be at the original date one with him, and then they rescheduled, and I was away for the rescheduled date. So I don't have any information on that, but Justin was there.
Okay.
So I'll have to table that.
Okay. The facility request form, I know that has been updated with the check, or at least Jeff has
Yeah,
mentioned that's been
saw
updated
that.
with the checkbox for the background checks. Thank you, Jeff. 2026 budget update. Haven't seen anything on that since we met with them.
Well, we're under the cap, so that's
Yeah.
All right.
about 143,000 under the cap.
Are we? Okay.
Not bad.
I mean, we
Full
can,
warrant articles.
I mean, we can have the field guys mow the other properties too.
Hang tight.
All right, Talent Hall floor update. At this time, I have nothing new to report. They won't commit to say that that will or won't work. So I don't, at this point, I don't know if it's worth trying. And it doesn't work, you know, where that leaves us. We've got those funds left until the end of the year, so is it worth putting that towards something else at this point?
So how much are we in for at this point?
We don't, nothing right now.
Okay.
Just the inspection we had done, which was covered by pickleball.
Okay.
And
Well, yeah,
then
well,
the- Yeah.
that wasn't part of this project. That was,
This is,
Separate.
oh, that wasn't done to
I'm talking about the
determine what we need.
repairs.
Yeah, to the floor, right.
Yep, they came and attempted it. As far as I know, they haven't invoiced or planned to invoice for it if it wasn't gonna work. So nothing at this point.
Does that mean it needs to be replaced entirely to adjust the issues?
That's what
Is that what the option is?
That's what they're saying is the better option, the better route.
Oh, we've come full circle, right? It was the town hall floor replacement was the big
Yeah.
CIP thing a couple years ago, and they're like, yeah.
Does it really need to be done? Well, check that out and then, but the repairs were done on the side where there was a leak, right?
Well, you're talking about those repairs, yes.
Those repairs were all done.
I'm sorry, I
Okay.
thought you meant the inspection from the engineer. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all
Those repairs
done.
were done.
All
Those
right.
repairs are done and paid for. So, I mean, I know we've got a bunch of other projects that we can look at, whether it's resurfacing the tennis courts, repointing the block outside of Talent Hall.
Do they ever a report, or could they present to us perhaps about the floors and what the
The cost would be?
risk? Yeah, because, I mean,
Yeah.
I
and
respect that they may want to try, but it may not work.
I know that, I know they gave me a quote. I don't have it right in front of me. I know they gave me a quote to replace it, when we were looking at this originally. I don't remember that cost. It's something I could dig around for. But yeah, I mean, I'd like it if they could show up to a meeting and recommend what it'll do.
Yeah, if they could, I would find that
Yeah.
helpful,
Okay.
because it's a risk, but this has been something that's been on our list for a long time, and if there's a way to fix this, particularly for the winter season, when there'll be a lot
Yeah.
of folks in there, that would be great.
I think at this point, I don't know if it's something that can get done over the winter.
Okay.
With all the use that's
Yeah.
in there, because if they do end up repairing and
Take a
resurfacing
lot
it,
of time, right?
it's gonna be a lot of downtime.
But we can still earmark money from the budget this year.
From the,
Okay.
trust.
Right. Yeah.
Those all coming from
Okay,
the
from the
trust.
trust, okay.
So I can certainly reach out and see if they can come to the next meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just nervous that we're running out of time if we
That's
decide to
fair,
abandon
that's
it
fair,
and
yeah.
go somewhere and go in a different direction. The Natticook invoice for fungicide, that's been taken care of by Soccer. Thank you very much to those guys. Southern New Hampshire Tour of Lights, I believe that's you, Judy?
Yep, so I reached out to Mel's to see if they would donate a family pass to Holly Jolly Lights like they did last year, where people registered their house. We just randomly picked a house. We didn't say who was the best or whatever, but just picked out of the participants. So last year they did a family pass. I reached out to see if they would do that again. This year I haven't heard back from them. I'll let you know when I do. And then the other thing I want to do is reach out to like town hall. The last 2 years, the frontier hasn't been lit up along the paths because they were doing wiring for electricity and benches were going in and the monuments and all that, so it was under construction. To see if there were plans to do that up again, that was kind of nice because you could park your car and walk through the paths with the kids. So I'll see if there's plans for that, and we can add that to the Tour of Lights. And I've updated the application form, and so I'm good to go with that whenever we get the email from Southern New Hampshire about participating.
Perfect.
And if Mel's doesn't donate, then I'll look for someone else to donate, gift card or one of the restaurants. But I think they've been pretty good.
Yeah, they're always pretty good.
Town, yeah. And it's an appropriate
Yep.
prize.
I mean, they'd win it every year.
Yeah.
They do a fantastic job with those lights. All right, fall chores, we've got the nets at the tennis courts. You know, those usually come down around the first of November. That's usually weather permitting, so, you know, if you take a look at the calendar and see what the
Yeah.
weather looks like.
Pickleball usually takes theirs
Pickleball is-
down, right?
Has agreed to take down their own. In fact, I think they said they're replacing their nets this year.
Really?
So they're gonna do that.
Just after 2 seasons?
Yeah, they said they've already shown some wear.
That place is packed all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it is.
It gets a lot of use.
So they're gonna donate the money and do that
Okay,
themselves.
fantastic.
The trash barrels.
So we usually leave one out by the playground and out by the portable bathroom, and all the others get collected and brought in. Last year, I left some in the fenced area. We usually put them in the shed. I left some in the fenced area for the Christmas event, so it was easy to grab, and I left a bunch of trash bags on the handle, so it was easy to grab and set up. A lot of the trash barrels, we'll have to take a good look at them, but I think if they're cracked and the tops are cracked, we just need to get rid of them. They're not lasting more than 2 years. So I know this is a little off topic, but what I did want to bring up, looking into some longer lasting trash barrels like the ones they have along the bike path have lasted years. And I don't know if you've ever tried to empty the ones at Dara. Those lids are so hard to get on and off. The ones along the bike path and the ones conservation has bought for their properties, they're heavy, but they lift right up, and they haven't had any problems with people stealing them or,
What about, well, my concern with those would be just the critters getting in them, because they're open on all four sides.
okay. So do they have a problem with that with?
Well, not on the dog
On
part,
bike
because
path?
it's mostly dog
Waste.
waste.
No, I'm talking, like, the bike path gets, oh, there's trash in those too, but, okay. I don't know, there's gotta be, if we're gonna have to replace some of them, I'd rather spend a little more money but, the critters are chewing through the plastic ones too.
Yeah.
There's holes chewed right through them.
Mhm.
So,
Okay. Yeah, it's probably worth looking into for next year.
so, yeah. But I say, when we go and decide, to pack it all up, the ones that are cracked.
Yeah.
Just get rid of them. The water gets in there. It makes it very heavy to even lift those bags out. So we're gonna have to look at, what we have for, with budget money and what exactly needs, how many need to be replaced. I can do some research into that for the next meeting.
Yep.
And maybe we can look and, I can go over and see
Perfect.
what's falling apart and
Thank you.
not bother storing something that's already.
And the next item is we've got a hole in the grate at Town Hall along the basement window.
I
the
sent a
crawl space
picture
window.
there, and it looked like
So-
part of the metal was broken, and then it looked like an animal chewed through, and it has its own little
I hate to see what would chew through
tunnel,
metal.
tunnel to get in there.
Yeah, that's steel.
Yeah.
Um,
So I can, when I go down to look at the door, I'll take a look at that too and see what that'll take to replace that. And I'd like to add the fencing at Sawmill as well to that list of fall chores, if we can get to that.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a few boards that have fallen
Yeah.
off and some rot to the posts.
The other thing we'll have to do is pull the dock out. We can talk with conservation about that too, the dock and the swans. The good thing is I've seen the ducks fly and come over to the pond and see the swans and turn around and fly right off, but those will have to come in. And, as part of fall chores, I did reach out to the fire department asking, we usually close around November 1st, we lock up that gate.
Yep.
So, and especially with, I guess, a pretty windy, rainy storm coming, maybe they wanna do it a couple days early or whatever, but I'll let you know when I hear back from them. So that will be locked up for the,
Did we ever get the window repaired up there? I know Justin tried to take a look at it, but I don't think his ladder was long enough or something along those lines.
which window?
The one at the top of Talent Hall.
Oh,
I don't think so.
There's a window pane that's fallen out.
way up there?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we have a ladder high enough, you have to,
You know,
do.
I don't.
or get a,
Okay. So
Or
we should add
find
that
out.
to the list then too. It probably just needs a little putty or
Remind me.
something.
looking window.
You have a lift? That'll be
Say, hey,
easier.
Bob, I got a beer. It's over at Talon. Right there.
All right, then we've got the Community of the Year Award nominations or application.
Yeah, so Peter had reached out and asked if I had any interest in doing that, so I did start it. It's due next week. I haven't got very far, but I will get a time put in this week and see what happens with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so please connect with me on that. I think it's Saturday, right?
Monday.
Is it Monday? Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, is it Saturday?
I think it's
I
the
thought it was
first.
the 3rd.
All right. so
I
we'll-
think it was
we'll
Monday
check.
at noon.
Okay. All right. That
Or
sounds
not.
better. Yep.
Monday at noon,
Okay.
I believe.
It would make more sense.
It would, right?
We can-
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I believe it was the 3rd at noon. Is the 3rd Monday?
It is.
third is Monday, yeah.
Okay. That's what I,
Okay, you sound right then. I believe you.
Confident.
Yep.
All right, let's So that would wrap up the old business. For other business, our emails, we have Justin is wrapping up October. November is Andy Ruggles. December is Jeff Town. Our next meeting dates are November 12th and November 25th. The 25th is the week of Thanksgiving. I think if we have a quorum, I think we should hold it, but we can address that as we get a little bit closer. See who's gonna be around.
I meant to bring this up with the league contributions, because Justin had spoken to me. The information I had was in the year before I had told him. And I had told him that I also kept track of all the projects we did and how many hours of volunteer service we put in. So he took care of the league donations, and then this is all just from our, if anybody wants to look at it, the QR codes. What I did is I brought up just our properties, because conservation's there too. And then we had 57 total work orders. The vast majority of which we've done ourselves. I don't think we had to have Kevin take down any trees this year or do any brush removal. Roy Memorial Park being the one that's needed the most. It breaks it down into maintenance performed. There's an other category, property inspection, animal issues, safety concerns, trash, and parking problems that we've had there, that the QR codes have been used, that we have addressed. So, and it'll tell you how many different types of maintenance and which parks. So the QR code, I did this from my phone. If I was on my laptop, if I had it, I would have been able to break things down even more. But
helpful,
you
yeah.
can just, so I know when we go to budget, it helps when this is how many hours, it tells you there how many
141.
141 hours of time, and conservation has helped us with some, and some of us have gone over and helped conservation with some of theirs. But I did take off the conservation properties and use just ours, just so you have an idea. I know last year when you and I went in front of the budget, we didn't know exactly, but we knew we did a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. And then I could have printed every single work order like they started printing on the front sheet, but I don't feel like we need that. I feel like, but it's good because it does give us that running record too
Yeah,
of
Yeah, that's helpful. Thank
what
you.
we've done. And I think that's helpful when it comes to budget too, that we do a lot of these hours of work ourselves in addition or outside of the meetings.
Yep.
So that's another reason I think it's really important. You're just even doing a property check or whatever you're doing, to use that QR code and put in the maintenance performed, so that, because I know there's stuff missing on there. I have a few dates I haven't put in yet that I emptied trash and did checks. But
Yeah,
just
I
to
don't think
keep it as accurate as,
I don't think we
as
entered
possible.
in the construction of the roof over the,
no, that day several things happened. The dock and the work out there has been added in when we were raking that stuff. But
actually reminds me of one thing that I'd like to mention too. Is anybody aware of any work that's gone on in the heating unit over there? They got an email from Pickleball, said that the heat was down to like 47 degrees or something.
No, so nothing across the wire. I haven't heard from any,
They said
anybody in town.
They said the metal grate, the door was open on the
Whole back,
thermostat. The metal grate was removed or open, like somebody was in there messing around with it.
do
It's
we
probably the case, and they probably shut it off.
have, I don't think we have one of the QR codes in Talent Hall. I was thinking we need a few more of those signs that Jeff got for $10 each, so that we can, because I think we need one down by the dock too, like
Yeah.
we have. And I think if we have more and they're visible, people will use them. It's so easy to use. And then there's no question of who do I call, or because it's there, we can put one right up on the wall. Can we approve like purchasing a few more of those?
Yep.
For our parks? I know the pickleball sign that they had made has the QR code right on there. When I did a check over at those fields, the one on the tennis court had fallen down, I stuck it back up, but, I think we could use a few more at our locations,
Yeah.
make it more visible, and people might use them.
Yeah, what do you think, 5 more?
Yeah, I think they were $10 each. Maybe Jeff could order it, because I bet if he did it on Amazon, he could just look up his past orders. It might be easier. I
sure,
could
yeah.
check with him. But can we approve like $50 or $60 for 5 or 6 more
Yeah,
signs?
say maybe even 75, just to be safe,
Okay.
so it's covered.
Maybe make sure you have a couple extra, so if you do
Yeah, that's
find
what
other
I'm
areas,
thinking,
then you'll
yeah.
have them, yeah.
And, yeah, I have an extra no parking sign too that we couldn't find a spot for down at Talent.
And I found one in Talent when I went through and was cleaning out
Oh, really?
before the inspection, making sure all the doors were cleaned and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I found, no parking beyond this point or something. I didn't know if it was a
Ooh.
softball one or whatever, but
that right
I
up
did
at
grab
Derek.
it.
Absolutely.
Is it a big one?
No,
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at budgets, yeah, we've got money left over, we can throw at those, no problem. So, yeah, if you wanna make a
All right,
motion.
so I'll make a motion, spend up to $75 on 5 to 7 more metal signs with the QR codes for our properties.
Second?
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those abstained, passes 4-0-0.
I can reach out to Jeff if you want.
Yeah, the other thing I'd like to mention too, before we adjourn, is, with the end of the year coming up, and, since we're a bottom line budget, I'd like to discuss some other projects, the small projects that we might wanna look at, getting done before the end of the year. We've got some funds left as far as, at least as far as right now goes. Looking to spend some of that money before the end of the year.
Yeah, I'll look
So
at
if we
the
wanna put
trash
together-
barrels
Yeah, if we
and how
wanna put
many need
together
to be
some lists
replaced.
and
Yeah,
bring those to the next meeting,
okay.
that might be helpful. All right, anything else to add? All right, then I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained? We are adjourned 4-0-0. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night.